your mob, Chelsea.
Yeah.
All over the headlines,
upsetting everyone
mate.
again, aren't we?
Upsetting everyone. Honestly, you lot.
Couldn't care less, mate. Couldn't give a monkeys. Honestly, people coming. It's amazing, right? Because the Chelsea are there for kicking at the moment because Chelsea are doing things a different way. And people don't like it. People really, really don't like it.
Because you're treating people like dirt.
Oh, come on.
Oh, you are, though, mate. You are.
Look,
you are. I get it. I've been a footballer. We've both been in these situations. I heard you earlier when you went in and had it out with Hugh, and we'll play that out. But you do have to accept that Chelsea are treating players like complete dirt.
You have to accept that this is the thing that rattled me, is that Chelsea are not the first. They won't be the last. This happens. Is it pleasant? No. Is it right? No, you want your club to treat players the right way. But the truth is, and the reality is, this is the industry. It's a route. And when you're talking about money that we're talking about here, there is no sentiment in football. Either you can do the job or you can't. If you can't do that job that you're paid to do, they will ship you out, whether it be a manager or a player. And that's the reality.
I know, but why have they not told Sterling, a month ago? Give him 11 days to get out of the football club. It's a bit harsh.
Well, I mean, okay, maybe they could have done, but that's not the worst in the world, is it?
Chilwell as well. They've used him in pre-season and then been like, oh, actually, no, you're not for us. See you later. Well, give me a chance to get out the door. No, but
so Cucurella wasn't there. So what are you going to do? Look, I've been there. I know what it's like. Clubs will treat you if you're scoring 15 goals a season, right? As a midfielder, you're going to be treated well. If you're Raheem Sterling, will admit he's not been brilliant. I'm not saying it makes it right. The reality is, Raheem Sterling, if he's scoring 25 goals a season, let me tell you now, mate, he ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, but it's a new manager and he ain't been given the opportunity.
Well, there you go. That's what happens, mate. New manager comes in, your face don't fit, see you later. It happens. It happens every single season. And it makes me laugh. Everyone thinks, Chelsea, they all do it. They all do it.
No, I get that, and it does. It's been happening for years, and it's going to carry on happening. It happens all the time, and Chelsea are in the public eye right now because of the players that they're doing it to. But 14 players, Jace, training away from the first team.
Yeah, and that is an issue. That's a problem.
And you're talking about a club that's meant to be getting run properly.
Well, we'll find out in 11 days.
You've got 14 players. What, say it's around 100 grand a week average, probably more. You got it's £1.4 million a week.
I don't know what they're on or what the players are.
I know, but if you average it out,
but why do you care?
Well, it's £1.4 million a week that's just getting wasted on players that he don't want.
Right, and if they're there after the transfer window, that becomes Chelsea's problem. Right now, the problem Chelsea have is they got Raheem Sterling on 350 grand a week. I don't know what Lukaku. That was a previous ownership. Ben Chilwell, big money. If they want these players gone, you've got to force them out. It's the sad, brutal truth of football when it's at this level. And it ain't pleasant, but don't make out Chelsea. And that's the thing that rattled me. They're all like it. It's not a club out there.
So you got no sympathy for him?
No, I have on a human level. Of course I do, because I've been there.
Yeah.
I've had it done to me.
Yeah, same.
I got forced out of clubs. I got treated. I got trained on a Saturday morning.
Out of every club you've been at.
I got trained on a Saturday morning, right? With the stiffs.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They treat you like an absolute piece of you-know-what. I've had it done to me. I've had to get the PFA involved because of the way I was treated,
same,
right?
Yeah, same,
right?
Yeah, been
but
there.
that's football.
I know, but is there a little bit on in the modern day society and the way things have changed?
No,
what treating people like that is, is it acceptable? Is it really acceptable to treat a player that poorly?
I don't think Raheem's been treated that poorly. I think this has been blown up. What is the big problem? Tell me what the worst thing the club's done.
Well, they've given him 11 days. They've told him when the season starts, so they don't want him.
Okay. Oh, how terrible!
Tell him when the day Maresca comes in. Sterling.
They might not have known them because they didn't have Neto, didn't have Felix. All things have changed, and unfortunately for Sterling, I feel for him on a human level. But he knows he's been involved in top level football since he was 15, 16. Right? He forced his way out of Liverpool, by the way. Right? And I backed him. Players got to do what they can. He forced his way out of Liverpool to go to City. Yeah. So come on. Live in the real world here.
No, I hear you, but I don't know. It's never sat right with me after I had it done to me, and I was like, well, hold on a minute. Is this going to continue? Is this still happening? Is this still happening?
Mate, it will go on, and it will continue. It happens in professional sport. Don't make out it's only football. When there's money involved, and we're talking millions, it happens. Ruthless. What about the boxing industry? Are you telling me that boxers aren't treated poorly at times? Come on, let's live in the real world here. Let's have it. Let's have it right.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right, you can have your say on that. 03 717 22 3344. I had a couple of messages in about the most boring thing to do with the missus is Worse than carpet shopping is shopping for curtains.
Oh, God. Joe, that's a great... I don't have curtains, but can you imagine? Which ones do you want?
I had another one in here as well. Nothing worse than getting dragged out by the wife to look for mattresses.
It's true.
That's up there.
It's true, isn't
mattresses
it? What about those ones you had to lie on?
You got to lie on a bed, and you're like, who cares, babe?
Now,
like, really?
You
Some
roll
mattress?
over. You roll over and go, feels all right. I mean,
most nights on at the weekend, I'm going to be on the couch anyway. So does it really matter?
Buy the couch and make sure you can sleep on it.
Right, let's go to Elijah. He's a Chelsea fan. Elijah?
All right, Elijah.
Jason, hey Jamie, how are you?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
I'm good.
How are you feeling about the Sterling situation? It is obviously a big talking point at the moment.
I think for me, I think they disrespected Raheem Sterling. Not that great, but listen, I think Raheem Sterling for me, for Chelsea, hasn't been that great because sometimes his decision making can be poor sometimes. But listen, what I will say is that he has been scoring goals against Manchester City, and he has been giving me a bit of happiness. But most of the time, it's just decision making off the ball. Sometimes, like, he can be frustrating. But listen, way they treated Conor Gallagher, Raheem Sterling, Trevor Chalobah is an absolute disgrace. And for me, our owners here have got to be the worst owners in Premier League history. We spent £1.6 billion, bought in a manager from the Championship, which I didn't like, signing 46 players here. That is way too much. And we only allowed to have 20. And just these owners just simply don't know anything about football. All they care about is spending money. And they're spending more on players than selling them. And I'm very worried. I'm just disappointed because for me, I've seen worse for Chelsea in my lifetime since I appointed this club in 2004. But I've never, ever seen anything worse than this, So I'm just very angry. I'm disappointed. And things need to change, man, because I will simply not accept this to disgrace from Clearlake, Barley, Tom Bolly. I will not accept this whatsoever because they're a joke, we're an absolute mess, we're laughing stock. These owners are clowns. They just don't care about me, the fans. They don't give anything for Trace Football Club. Just want to make the fans happy, whereas for me, I am not. I'm just not happy at all. I'm angry.
Okay. Well, look, we'll have to wait and see what happens. The transfer window's still open. The one thing you can't fault them is that they're spending money. They're having a go. Most fans phone up.
Well, most finished 8th last season, didn't you?
Most fans phone up. 3 points behind Spurs, by the way. Most fans phone up and complain their club aren't spending enough money. Right now, you can make the argument about how it's been done. We will only know when the window shuts at the end of the season whether this has been what he just described there. Personally, I'm quite optimistic about the season. I'm under no illusion it'll be potholes. I'm under no illusions this is not be easy again because you're throwing together a group of players. But I've got to tell you, mate, that group of players, there are some talented boys in there.
Yeah, of course.
There is
talented boys that you've got training with the reserves.
There is a team in there somewhere, right? And it's about Maresca to get it.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.